He's a great human being, and I'd just like to say my tribute to him. I'm not sure where to start, as it's very difficult to prepare for a speech today. It's more of a dear uncle to me and my brothers. He was more than an uncle to us. He was more of a father. He was a great man, and he did many, many things for me and my siblings, and his sister Lenora, who's no longer with us. When I had my operation last year, this great human being, I'm so proud to say, who's my uncle, did more than what was expected of this man in terms of seeing that I had my operation successfully and I recovered successfully. He called me day to day, he called me day and night, and he also made sure I was eating well and I was fed, and that my recovery was going very well. And he didn't just come on the phone. This man would come out of his house knowing that he wasn't well himself, and took the time out to sit with me and make sure that, you know, I was healing well, and for that I'm forever grateful. He, like I said, when me and my brothers were growing up, he did many things for us and continued to do so throughout our adulthood as well, and for that I'm very grateful. And I know if my mum was here as well today, she'd come up and she'd just be telling you all the blessings that he gave her in her life as well. So with that said, because I don't want to take up too much time, it's a long paragraph, but this great human being, not only to us, but to the community, will be sadly missed, well loved by everyone, and I just thank everyone, and everyone's in my heart, all the family, all his kids, his siblings, great-grandkids and kids. Thank you. Thank you.
Morning, everyone. As my sister said, my name's Adrian, also known as Shabba, one of Basil's nephews. I'll keep it short because I've got quite a lot that I could say. I'll be here all day. Uncle B played a massive part in mine and my siblings' life. He gave us the strength and energy to carry on with life, even after the loss of our beloved mother back in 2013. Uncle B played a massive part in my football career. He gave me the guidance and support that was needed. He was the one I would ring if I didn't get to see him with all my problems, but usually it would always be about football. I remember having a bad injury and I was told I needed a knee operation. I was ready to just give up playing. And Uncle gave me the fighting spirit to come back stronger, which I did. Our long chats that we had about football and our beloved Manchester United through the good times and the bad times. Was forever grateful. And even going to all the functions, the parties that he used to drag me to, it wouldn't have been right. Uncle not leaving without getting his dessert and his piece of cake, and either taking mine even though I didn't want it. Thank you, Uncle, for being the best for me and my siblings, and thank you for being the brother you was to our mother. Now you're together, we all can't wait to meet up again. Look, shut up.
Well, we're more like brothers over the years. I've been to many of his stage shows. I know he touched a lot of people's life, like he touched mine with his singing. And, even though he's not here with us today, Basil, you're gone but not forgotten. May your soul rest in peace. Until we meet again, in Jesus' name.
Well, I take it the family's finished, so we'll move forward. Okay? Could you please line up for those making the tribute so we can know that you're going to do a tribute? If you go over to that side, then I will acknowledge you from over there. So please, if you're going to do a tribute, just go stand in front of me over there. Then I know that you're waiting. Thank you.
Yeah, I know. Don't worry.
Wow. Daddy, where do I begin? I've heard this day for most of my life. November 14th, the passing of my dad, and losing my mother at age 16. 16 years later, here we are. The biggest fear is here. My dad is the most caring man I know. The most understanding man I know. The most eloquent man I know. The most loving man I know. And the most loved man I know. Growing up with my dad, I felt like he was a superhero. He'd pick me up from school on his bicycle, but he felt like a Bentley to me. We'd ride through Wally Range on Moss Side, which is a 10-minute journey on the bike, but it would take anything between 50 minutes to 2 hours. With the amount of love my dad received and gave along the way. constantly stopping, having conversations, checking in with people, before, of course, getting patties from Alvino's. He'd be so proud to say, "This is my last son, Dudley, my wash belly." As a child, watching my dad perform, serenading crowds, watching the true joy in people's faces, he was infectious. From a young age, I realized my dad was anointed. Many of us here would call for his counsel in our darkest times. He would always give us enough strength to carry on, or steer us from making a bad decision. Always encouraged me to be stoical and to never capitulate. My dad don't know nothing about giving up, and now I don't too from following him. He's a man I've never seen break character. Would never raise his voice. Here we just have to say he is a legend, a pillar to the community. My cousin in Jamaica, St. Elizabeth, Chubb, he called me and said he was a dad to him, and how he can never fill that, and how that gap can never be filled. How can any of us close this gap? Sorry, how can any of us fill this gap? Growing up, honestly, my mum was my best friend. I was a mummy's boy. When she passed away, my dad really stepped up, and I'm so proud of him. I'm so proud of him for this. My dad has been my bestest friend ever since. We would speak every day. He would never let me miss an appointment, miss a flight. He would wake up in the middle of the night just to ring me 10 times, 20 times if needed. I always found it crazy that he cared more than me to reach these things on time. He just wanted me to be something, but never let me feel like I was falling. But never let me feel like I was failing if I had £0 in my pocket. For years, my dad would give me his last. And I'm just happy I was able to be the best son I could be and be there for any of his needs and wants. I'd pull up round to his house for dinner. I'll pull up in Hoover if he wanted it done. I'd come round and take him to his performances all over the place. I'd pull up and, get into Jamaica and just help however I could. I'll do whatever I can because I am forever indebted to this man. For me, this death has broken me. To lose a best friend, to watch a man who was so happy for life, to lose his, to not have any parents to call to tell them you're having your first baby, to not have a parent to call to share an achievement. But to many, I know this is different. Today you are here because you want to celebrate the life of a great man, a legend, a man who's lived a great life, a man from Bond Street, Kingston, Jamaica. We got to perform in places like Denmark and Norway. Our Moss Side icon, our Moss Side hero. So today, I don't want to mourn and make this about me. I can do that tomorrow. Today I will celebrate with you all. So let's celebrate Mr. Basil Otis.
Good morning, church. Well, Basil is our Manchester superstar, but Basil and I go to school from Jamaica. We used to go to St. Annie's School, North Street and Bond Street. And at the time, Basil was living with his grandmother and his aunt. Yes, and then school was just across the road. So we come a long way. And Basil was so proud when he saw me, he always said to everybody, "Sonia is the only person I know from Jamaica." And I could remember recently, he was in the club. He was sitting in the hallway, and I said, "Hello, Basil." And he said, "Hello." And then, a little later on, he was sitting in the room now, and he said, "Sonia, you see me and you say hello?" I said to him, "I did say hello to you." He said, "Let me tell you, if you see me 10 times, why you say hello to me 10 times? Well, Basil, hello. And this is take care, my friend.
This song I'm singing right now is a tribute from me to my cousin that passed away. And the song goes like this. I love you, my cousin, I really do. And the fact that you love me too. I think of you sometimes as dawn falls, and also sometimes I say, my cousin. But I think of you mostly as a special person who belongs to bed, my cousin. Dream that you lay blue in the sky. My love for you shall never die. Don't matter what happened between now and then. My love for you shall never end. I dream of you at night time, and also sometimes I say, my cousin. That you will truly belongs to me, my
Good morning, friends, community, and loved ones.
Today, we've lost a friend. But as the good book says, as there was a beginning, there shall be an end. There shall be joy in the morning and sadness in the afternoon. Nevertheless, we as a people have the stamina, have the determination to overcome. And to overcome, we must have unity and respect. Basil was a person who showed me a lot of love, a lot of respect. Even although there were times in this community that we would have laid down and take the indignities of our people and of other people, we still rose up and we still tried to fight the fight to save our communities. Basil not only was a singer, but Basil was a man full of love for his people. I remember back in 1981, back in London, I don't know if many of you remember Rufus Thomas. Rufus Thomas came to Manchester at the Apollo. And Basil was on that bill. When he came back to me, he said to me, Mac, he says, boy, there was something over the weekend. I went to Manchester, and I hear a little young man sing. And I tell you something, I thought I could sing, but that man could sing better than I do. And I never knew that I would have met Basil, the same young man that he was talking about. And when I came to Manchester, one of the first people that I came into contact with was Basil. And I said, are you Basil Otis? He said, yes. Why? He says, I heard good things of you. And me and Basil became friends from that moment. And that was in the White House of Denmark. I came up through the community. I became secretary and a committee member of the West Indian Sports and Social Club here in Manchester, in Marseille. And Basil was there. Basil has always been there. He's always been among his people. But one thing, Basil was never a member of the community center. And I said, Basil, why are you not a member of the community center? And he and a good many more that used the community center were members of the community center. And I said, Basil, you need to become a member. And Basil said, so what's it going to do for me? I said, what you want it to do for you? Then you be part of that to help mobilize and see what it can do for you. And Basil said to me, I love my people, but my people has no unity. I said, well, you be the first to help them to regain that unity, that love and that respect. And Basil tried his effort best. Basil traveled all over this, Manchester, Liverpool, you name the places, Basil being there. And in all places, there were good reports of Basil, because he was a person who had the ability and he had the understanding of people, and he knew how to put it over. Thank you once again to be a friend. Thank you, Basil, for your inspiration, and thank you for all that you've done for our community. Thank you once again.
Hello, people. Good morning. You know, I feel ill being up here. Right? Because I'm looking down on my friend, my best friend. Right? All the years has come and gone. Right? From 1967, me and Basil moved. I live on Denmark Road, Basil live over Park Street. Right? And from them time, me and Basil moved. Lenora daughter will tell you. Lenora was living there, so me was a friend for years. And I said to myself, all the years has come and gone. You know, whole lot has happened since that time. The things that we've been through. Right? Well, guess what? We've had a line that we never crossed. We draw a line from a long time ago. You know, about 30 odd years ago, he was talking to his mother on the phone. She was in Jamaica. And he put me on the phone and she said, Herbert, I hear that you and Basil still friends. I said to her, yes, Miss R, because we draw a line and we don't cross that line. So we will be always will be friends. You know? And because I used to go to them houses. I remember one time she said to me, how come you don't eat at people's house? I say I'm not hungry, but I never did do that. But I never, you know, if Basil teach me to eat at funeral and all that sort of thing. Honest to God, if I refuse, he go and he bring back food for me. Yes, it's my good and best friend. And guess what? A few months ago, Basil phoned me and said to me, "Boy, I appreciate what you did for me all over the years." And, you know, he sent me one of them card things where you get off the phone. How great me is. I mean, showed it to my daughter. And I replied to him with a text. I said, you know, jokingly, "And you have always been a great man. One day you'll be as great as me." Amen. You know, we both were joking. You know, he's a guy when me and him do everything. Basil tell me everything, you know. And since him dead now, you know, not to eat the parts where I don't speak about him. I mean, that's where we was. And I'm very surprised when Dudley phoned me and said, "Basil, you know. We used to even say, I used to say to Basil, you know something, you're very lucky. Because your mother died at 90. My people them died in the 70s. So I died long before you. And look at this. Nobody knows when. Nobody. I mean, he's a guy that me and him talk about everything, I'm telling you.
Okay, thank you. The queue is building, so thank you very much.
Goodbye.
Thank you. Please. Thank you very much.
Good morning. Good morning, all. Good. I'm the second part of Basil and Basil. When people see me and him together, they say, Basil and Basil is here. Anyway, I want to make a little tribute to a good and loyal friend, one of the best friends I've ever had. But before I say a few words, I want you to listen to one of his music, one of his songs that he's written. So just listen to the words carefully, for these words was Basil himself. It was part of love.
Give it from your heart.
by Basil himself. And those words, if you listen to the lyrics and the words, it means so much. He said, a little bit of love. That means we must all give a little bit of love and live in harmony. And that was Basil, full of love and understanding. All right, Basil was such a good friend that we used to chill out all the time. He used to come to my place and we would sit down for hours and we would talk, conversation. One of his main conversations that we always talk about is the Creator. And his Creator meaning God. And he's always on about two things in his life that we always talk about. The Creator and destiny. And I would say sometimes, why are you saying Creator? Why don't you say God? He said, well, in my understanding, the world was created by someone, whether it's God or somebody. So I'm using the terminology, the Creator. And then I get the picture. Then he would go on and we talk about destiny. This is something that he believes in, that everybody has a destiny. And as the song said, we're born, we shall die. And he sincerely believes in destiny. And sometimes I would say to him about certain things, and he said, Pastor, don't worry, that is destiny. Just live your life and do what you have to do. At the end of the day, we'll have to depart this life. And Basil was full of so much love and understanding, you know. Now, it's unbelievable where he gets the time to speak to people about love and inspire them. Basil would come to my office many times and he'd sit down there for 2-3 hours and we'd talk politics and we'd talk about everything in life. And Basil was so talented that he was unbelievable. Basil used to write my script. I mean, if I got an important letter to write to a business associate, I would call Basil in. I said, Basil, please, I want you to write this letter for me. And if you sit down, because Basil has a very knowledgeable memory. Basil, many of you must know this, but Basil also speaks so many languages. He speaks French. He speaks Spanish. One day, I mean, my business is now in the Somalian community. A lot of Somalians come in and they speak Arabic. And sometimes they don't know that I'm West Indian, they think I'm Somalian. And Basil is sitting down there. And they'll come in and they start talking Arabic. I don't understand a word. And Basil would take them up and he starts speaking Arabic. And I said, Basil, how come you can speak Arabic? He said, well, we live in a community, so we have to learn lingo. And he was very knowledgeable, Basil, you know. And when we're speaking, he's always got these big words that I never understand. I said, Basil, please, I'm a common man, you know. I know you're a very educated man, you know all the languages, and they'll come up with words, and the words is not just words. Basil could explain to you about the meanings of the words, where it came from, how it's come to being, you know. And that was such a knowledgeable person to have in my company. As I said, he was my best friend, one of my good friends. You want me to finish? I've got plenty more to say.
You've got 1 or 2 minutes.
Okay, let me cut it short then. Let me cut it short, right? I just want to say to Basil family, I feel your loss. I feel, you know, so sad, you know, as a good friend. But you've lost a good father. Your father was good. He was a brilliant man. I just hope that you carry on in his footsteps, follow his line, and I guarantee you, you will be a good person. He was very respectful to anybody. He's never had a bad word to say about anybody. Alright? So, God bless you all. Basil, one day we'll meet again and we'll talk politics. Right? Still owe me some money. I'll forgive you for that. Okay. To my best friend, as I said, one day we'll meet again. We'll have some good time. So I said, you're going to meet. I've done this prayer, and it says, going to meet His Creator. I think that was really Basil. He's talked about creating and thought, I must spend some money and get it done. He was my best friend. I mean, today is the first time since he passed away I've felt I really feel it. Prior to this, it was just a dream. I just couldn't believe it that Basil, my mate, has gone. So thank you, my friend, and we'll see each other again.
Okay, thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Sonia Stewart. I am the chair of the Jamaica Society Manchester. I've known Basil for many years. Basil's a sociable, friendly man. He would never pass you in the street without saying hello. He was an excellent performer. He often performed for us for the Jamaican Independence Dinner and Dance. And he's also performed when I have asked him for community events on behalf of the City Council. Basil was a genuine person. You've heard already that he loved cake. He loved cake. I last saw Basil at a mutual friend's funeral a couple of months ago, and I was helping out in the kitchen, and I heard somebody shout, "Sonia! When it's water there?" Because I make torta cake and he loved it. I've made lots of cakes for Basil. He's always very, very appreciative. He will be very much missed by the community as a whole. Don't you agree? Yes. On behalf of the Jamaica Society Manchester, our deepest condolences to the family. And Basil, may you rest in eternal peace. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. Basil's got plenty of friends, but he's also got personal friends. I'm one of that personal friend. I phone him. If I don't hear from him, he'll phone me back. You know? We phone each other every week. If I don't hear from him, he'd make sure he phone me. We was a party animal, you know? Basil phoned me and tell me about a party. Oh, a good party, man. So, if I can't go, he'll phone Stitch. Stitch can't go, he'll phone Flukes. Flukes can't go, he'll phone Herbs. Herbs can't go, he'll phone me back. You sure you can't make it? He said, all right, do the party there. He said, you're not far, man, not far there, you know? So, you know, he's a good friend of mine. He's an exceptional friend, a bit shy, and a bit stubborn at the same time. So thank you all for being here, and enjoy the rest of the day. Thank you.
Good afternoon, church. I know time's ticking, so we're going to do one more song tribute for Mr. Lambert. Barry's going to play the acoustic guitar for me, and Uncle Tony Chess is going to play his drum, and that's it. I don't need anybody else playing respectfully. Yeah, I got to get myself together. Yeah, can't afford to let my faith go. You know, whenever just sun comes to shine, and my sisters are all smiling, no one is undying. My people are crying, living in the love of the Father, living in the house of the Almighty, living in the love of the Father, living in the house. Hey. The days of distraction will never be, no, no. Not high to a wise man who will see. Yet the fool thinks he knows it all. Here comes later, he stumbles and falls. He goes down for a reason. Jah is giving him a return to the foundation. He'll have to go down. Foundation, chanting down. Foundation, he'll have to go down. Foundation, whoa. Living in the love of the Father, living in the house of the Almighty, living in the love of the Father, living in the house. The days of distraction will never be, no, no. Not high to a wise man who will see. Yet the fool thinks he knows it all. In comes later, he stumbles and falls. He goes down for a reason. Jah is giving him a beating. Foundation, he'll have to go down. Foundation, Johnson. Foundation, he'll have to go down. Foundation. Living in the love of the Father, living in the house of the Almighty, living in the love of the Father, living in the house of the Almighty, to the foundation, foundation, to the foundation, to the foundation. Thank you.
Go to recharge.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Ralph, aka Snudge. Now there's 3 stages to our lives. We're born into this world, we live in this world, and we shall all leave this world one day. Unfortunately, our friend Basil has gone too soon, too quick, too fast. And now, the end is here, and so I face the final curtain. My friends, I'll make it clear, I'll state my case. Of which uncertain he lived a life that's full. He traveled each and every highway and more, much more than this. He did it his way. Regrets. He planned regrets. He's had a few, but then again, too few to mention. He did what he had to do and saw it through without exemption. He planned each charted course, each careful step along the byways, and more, much more than this. He did it his way. I heard up there the streets are made of gold, and when you get there, there's a hand to hold. I believe when the days down here on earth are through, there's a special place up there for people like you. Basil, Otis, rest in peace, our friend. Rest in peace. Thank you.
Greetings everybody. What can I say? Today has been a wonderful day. The church is full. But me and Basil, I remember being a little girl, I lived at 20 Park Street at the time. I miss Sarah and Lenora. And that's I don't know if that's when Basil came to England, but that's when I remember meeting Basil, 20 Park Street. And you know, Miss R, everybody, hello Miss R, good evening. So Basil's been in my life a lifetime. I've never heard him have an argument with anybody. And I think for me today is a day where Basil, I remember him being in hospital, and I remember asking the Lord, shine your light on him and let him come out and let him sing for the people, because he's going to sing because he loves you, Almighty. And he done that. And we're all going to go down that road, each and every one of us. And the love that I've heard from everybody. But Basil, I want you to reflect on yourself when I'm not being horrible. People need to love each other. We don't have to come to funerals to talk about love. Please, each and every day, try and put things right with yourself, with your family. It's important. It's so important. And I just got this little twiggling in me, and I said, I think Basil, because we've been on the stage together, brought him on the stage together. So I want to say to his family, stay strong, because this love that Basil has for you all is so real, believe me. Each and every day of his life, he has always thought of you in a special way. So today, be firm, let's shine his light, and remember how great Basil is. Today will be a wonderful day. And somebody said, you know, nobody knows what's going to happen from one day to the next. So let's shine our light, just the way Basil shined his light. And Basil is shining his light right now. Peace and love, everyone.
Thank you very much. Okay, we'll continue with the song.